Okay, so the key to finishing our color wheel is going to make sure that we're labeling it correctly and that the colors actually match. So if you go in on Google Classroom, I attached a color wheel for you. There's a kajillion out there. If you could use the one I gave you, that would be lovely. And you'll notice most of them tend to start with yellow at the top at like where 12 o'clock would be on a clock. Okay. So the key is we want to use these same exact colors and we want to go in the same exact order because that's what makes the color wheel make sense. That teaches us what colors blend together to make whatever else. Okay. So the easiest thing to do is to open it in a new window and then hit that little download button in your upper right hand corner. And it will pop up right over here. You do need to download it because you could just drag it into Photoshop, which I think I did already. Ta-da! And then you'll have access to all the colors you need. It's going to make it a lot easier. Please don't try and wing it with the colors. We want to use the exact ones. Okay? So I have another one open, so I'm just going to close that one. Okay? So how do I get those exact colors like I just did up here? So I did yellow, and I did yellow-orange. Let's do that true orange next. Okay? So first of all, I don't know which shoe it is. It's really confusing. They all look the same. So I use my little move tool here, and I'm going to right click on it. And I'm going to go with this layer 4 copy 5, and it should select it in my layer panel here. So let me click. Yeah, that's the one I want. Good. Now I need to apply the color to it, but I need that at like exact orange. Do you remember what tool we used to pick up like an exact color? Thank you, the eyedropper. You could also hit the letter I, like igloo, on your keyboard. So I'm going to pick up that exact orange right there by clicking on it on my color wheel. So you can make a swatch of it later, which is also quite handy. But right now it's sitting right in my color picker. So in order to apply the color to it, I'm going to use that FX menu in my layer panel and use color overlay. It's the only thing on there that says color. That will help you remember. And right now it's set to a color from before. So, oh no, how do I get that exact orange? If I go right here in the lower left-hand corner to my color picker, I'll get that exact orange. Press OK. And yours will probably say normal, so you won't see the sneaker, and that makes me sad. I usually use like multiply or darken. It depends. You're just trying to get as close to it as you can. That one looks a little lighter. I'm going to go with multiply. Those are usually the ones that won't change your project too much. And then bam, you press OK, and it's already colored in. I'm going to do it one more time just so we can absorb it. And then I'm going to post the video so you have that as well. Okay. So how do I figure out which layer this sneaker is on? Right click. Yep. And there it is. Layer 4, copy 6. I can hit the eyeball. I found the sneaker. Okay. So it's going to be the one at like 3 o'clock. So I'm going to need red orange. What tool did I use to pick up the red orange? Eyedropper. Perfect. Okay. And in my FX menu, I'm going to use what? Which one in my drop down here? Color overlay. Perfect. And in order to get that exact orange, I go right back to my color picker here. Press OK. I usually set it to multiply. Press OK. And ta-da! It's colored in. So before we leave today, we'd like to make sure that all of our shoes are colored in the correct order and that we match them as closely as we can to our color wheel here. I'm not going to make you label them because I know that's kind of tricky. Everyone is a different shape, and it's a little tricky in that regard. If when you use that color overlay, that multiply isn't working for you, try darken. Try another one that hopefully doesn't skew with the design too much. But take your time and try and stick with the same one each time. But if you have to change it, I get it. It's going to happen. Any questions so far? All right, I'm going to stop and record it.